Hello everyone, please support this channel with like and subscribe so that we continue to bring more interesting videos for you. Thanks. We start with a look at the big picture across the country. Most of the active weather today and into the early part of the week will be focused across Ontario and Atlantic Canada. Western Canada remains mostly quiet in comparison. Let's begin in British Columbia. British Columbia is seeing relatively dry conditions today. Coastal and southern regions remain mostly dry, while some higher elevation snow is possible in the interior. Rain is beginning to move into the central and northern coast, and this unsettled pattern is expected to continue through at least Tuesday. Temperatures across British Columbia remain fairly seasonal, though a gradual cooling trend is expected over the next few days. Moving east into Alberta and the prairies. Alberta is beginning to cool down, while the coldest air remains centered over Saskatchewan and Manitoba. Wind chills are making conditions feel much colder, with Regina feeling closer to -30 at times. There is a brief moderation expected early in the week, with Saskatoon approaching the freezing mark by Tuesday, before colder air returns again. High pressure over the prairie provinces is bringing sunnier skies today. Cloud cover will increase tomorrow ahead of the next system, which will bring snowfall to northern parts of Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba by Tuesday. Manitoba is expected to see more widespread snowfall by the end of the day Tuesday. Now to the main weather story, Ontario. Ontario is under a wide range of weather warnings, including freezing rain warnings, winter storm warnings, rainfall warnings, and wind warnings. This is all being driven by a rapidly intensifying Colorado low moving through the Great Lakes region. Rain will begin across southern and eastern Ontario, becoming heavy at times. As colder air holds near the surface, precipitation will change to freezing rain and a wintry mix, especially across eastern Ontario, including areas near Kingston, Ottawa, and surrounding regions. Prolonged freezing rain is possible from Sunday into Monday. Winds will become gusty, increasing the risk of localized power outages and downed trees, especially where ice accumulation occurs. Northern Ontario will see a very different impact. Blizzard and whiteout conditions are possible in areas such as Chapleau, Wawa, Sudbury, and Timmins. Some northern communities could receive over 50 centimeters of snow through Tuesday. Travel conditions may become extremely dangerous, and road closures are possible. As the system moves through, the back edge of the storm may trigger dangerous snow squalls late Sunday into Monday, reducing visibility rapidly, especially across parts of Ontario and into Quebec. Heavy rain combined with melting snow could also lead to localized flooding in parts of southern Ontario. Winds will strengthen further on Monday, particularly near the Great Lakes shores, with gusts potentially reaching 90 km per hour. Gusty winds will continue into Tuesday, though slightly weaker. Now shifting east into Atlantic Canada. As the storm tracks eastward, impacts will increase across the Maritimes. Today is a good opportunity for residents to prepare in case of power outages over the next 48 hours. Newfoundland sees improving conditions today as the previous system moves offshore. However, freezing rain is possible overnight across the Avalon Peninsula before spreading into parts of the Maritimes. New Brunswick and Nova Scotia may experience periods of freezing rain, which will eventually change to heavy rainfall as temperatures rise on Monday. Widespread rain is expected across Atlantic Canada from Monday into Wednesday, with some areas seeing significant rainfall totals. Fredericton may be among the locations receiving the heaviest rain. Freezing rain impacts across the Maritimes could lead to slippery roads, isolated power outages, and some tree damage. As we look ahead to temperatures across Atlantic Canada, values remain near seasonal levels for now, but a cooling trend is expected later in the 7-day forecast. In summary, quiet weather continues across much of Western Canada, while a powerful and complex storm system impacts Ontario and Atlantic Canada with rain, freezing rain, snow, strong winds, and potential flooding. Conditions will remain active through Tuesday. Stay prepared, stay informed, and use caution if traveling. That concludes your Canada-wide weather forecast.